Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Chris's Comments. We're going to talk today about root cause analysis and, very simply put, asking the question, what's causing the problem, whatever the problem might be. It doesn't matter which industry you're in. Certainly my experience and our experience around the world is that it's less about which industry, whether it be construction, whether it be tourism, hospitality, financial services, marketing. It almost doesn't matter which industry you're in. Consistently, problems come down to one of three things, and you can see them behind me on the flip chart. It's typically not enough time, so the person's working flat out every hour under the sun, or they don't have enough money, and sometimes it's a combination of both, or, and this is a legitimate problem, it's a very, very constrained environment in New Zealand at the moment, they don't have enough people or they don't have the right people. Now, when we work with clients, and as I say, we work with them across various industry sectors, the reality is that it comes down to one of those three things. You can expand on that, certainly, but the underlying cause still is either your team isn't structured right, or you haven't got enough people, you can't get enough apprentices, you can't get enough plumbers, you can't get enough artisans, you want to get a new marketing person, you want to get a new junior, whichever it might be. That's one challenge. Or, as I say, people are often working every single hour that they can possibly work. They've got no control, they're in pretty much chaos, chasing their tails, and that's problematic, and they're not getting paid enough for the effort that they're putting in. So there's no silver bullet, there's no magic wand. That's fantasy land, and we need to deal with reality. But here's what I do know. If you fail to plan, it's as good as planning to fail. That's the first and foremost, and it's massively important to grasp that, to recognize it. There are solutions to pretty much every problem we face. Now, I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't mean to be unkind at all, because we all, as business owners, are in a similar space, perhaps different boats, but we're all in the same storm, absolutely. The key that is required, though, to unlock the door is to identify the cause of the problem, be honest with oneself, and say, look, the problem is I'm messing about, I'm doing stupid stuff, so my time looks bad, but actually we've all got 168 hours in the week. So, be honest with oneself in the first thing, and then follow a systematic and structured approach to address the problems. And it's going to take what I call the 3 C's. It's going to take courage to be honest and be open with yourself, with your coach, with your business mentor. So have the courage to have the honest conversations, the difficult conversations. It's also going to take consistency, because, as I said, there's no silver bullet, there's no magic wand. So consistent effort in the same direction is going to bring you success in the long run. And the third C is clarity. So clarity or focus, if you like. So 3 C's, consistency, courage, and clarity. Now, next week, I'm going to get into a little bit of the detail of what tools and techniques you might have available to you to help you. If it's time, you might want to look at having a default diary. You might want to do what I call eating the frog. So what's the one thing you need to do today that's going to take you forward into your goals? That would be a time strategy. If it's money, you might want to look at how do you get consistent cash flow. And if you haven't already, jump onto my website. There's a tool on there, a resource on there, it's called the 5 Ways. It's an action coach thing, and it'll talk to you about how to structure and what to go after in your business to get consistent cash flow. And that's very, very important. It's if you like, it's the chassis that we build the businesses around. If it's people, we might want to look at how you do better recruitment. What are your adverts? What's your employer brand? Is it speaking to the right people? Are you competing on price, or are you trying to do something differently? So we'll get into the tools of that. And if you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate. Don't sit back and think I must wait for next week, or I can't reach out for help. Either click reply and get in touch with me, or jump on the bottom of the screen. There should be a book time with me, and we can have a quick chat and see what in our armory, if you like, our arsenal of tools and techniques might be able to shift the dial in your business. In the meanwhile, have a fantastic, fantastic week. All the best. Cheers.